On the Thursday, Mark Howard liked Paisley Park for the stairs hurdle and Alfred Petard for the Ryanair chase. He said that Rich Ritchie had felt that Min had been beaten by great horses at Cheltenham and that this is his optimum trip. Mark Howard says that Rich Ritchie's best bets, he feels, of horses he owns are Monkfish and Albert Bartlett's hurdle, 5 o'clock and Martin Pipe hurdle, Tiger Tap Tap in the Coral Cup, but his nap is Sacre Passoir in the Cream River Champion Chase. Dave Ward felt Min was the best horse in the Ryanair, but wasn't sure he'd run well enough at Cheltenham, and so Appletard is actually his selection for the race. Ed Chamberlain felt Min might sulk again if he didn't get things his own way. Ollie Bell felt Min was very good but may not quite be world class, and so he's going for Appletard, as did Mark Howard and Warren Greatorex. So Jacobs fancied Janica for the race, but at horse is a non-runner, so he's going for Appletard, as did Michael Shinners and Dave Ord. Stairs hurdle, Daryl Jacobs preferring Penn Hill to Paisley Park, possibly just because of the price. And he's saying he would prefer Lamy Surge actually to run in the Coral Cup rather than here. Warren Greatorex says his horse Emerton is high class and least exposed in the field. If he gets it all right, he will at least give Paisley Park a fright. And he said it's his own fault as a trainer that he wasn't ready to race correctly first time in this year, and he jumps better in better races. The rest of the panel going for Paisley Park. Marsh Chase. I talked to Joe Chambers about this by video, and he felt that for him was actually 50-50 to even run it at Cheltenham. Ollie Bell liked Plan of Attack for Kim Muir, with Barry O'Neill riding it. For Marsh, he liked Allaher if Forheen doesn't run, and Kilbrick and Storm for the Temps hurdle. Mark Howard liked Allaher for Marsh, and Dulcita for the Dawn Run Delta Mares hurdle. Warren Greatorex and Kim Muir said Bob Marler's probably his strongest fancy of the week, and that Noel McParland will ride. Daryl Jacobs mentioned Constanita, who came second in the Dawn Run Mares hurdle last year, as a strong possibility. The best bets of the day, Dave Ord mentioned Mr. Fisher for Marsh Chase. Michael Shinners had Relegate for the Temps hurdle. Simply the bets for Marsh Chase. Spirit of the Games for the Plate. And Plan of Attack for Kim Muir for Warren Chase. He also mentioned Silvershima, that's now a non-runner. He also liked Concertista in the Dawn Run hurdle, and Derek Jacobs mentioned that horse again. This time is his best bet of the day. Warren Greatorex again mentioned Bob Marler, who Kim Muir is his best bet of the day. Mark Howard was for Appletard, and Ollie Bell agreed with Michael Shinners about Plan of Attack, also mentioning Two for Gold, but thought that horse probably wouldn't run. Ben Linfoot's value bet from Sporting Life was also about, and he was asked for his best 3 bets of the meeting. The Tornador in the third winter hurdle for Gordon Elliott, Overnote in the Novice Handicap Chase on the Tuesday, and Stereo Falange of the Supreme Novice hurdle. Then moved on to the Gold Cup and spoke to Willie Mullins by video. I will say that Apun Photo improved from last time out. He was fresh and well, and Kembo was better if the ground dries out. Dave Ord said with no back-to-back winner since Best Mate. He liked Kemboy and he backed him at the start of the season, but his jumping had been poor in the last two races. It was an open race. Daryl Jacob spoke positively of Bristol Demai, who would be riding. Very good horse, third last year, and he was under par at Haydock. And was gave Santini £3 in the Cotswolds Chase. Warren Greatorex felt Santini was unexposed for the Gold Cup, and that cheap pieces would help him, but still it would be a big ask for the horse. And he liked Bristol Demai each way, as he had less questions to answer. Warren Greatorex said Mark Howard wanted Album Photo. He'd never wanted Delta work, and it's between Album Photo and Santini, and probably a real slog, and also mentioned Lost in Translation. Then talked to Paul Nichols on video, who was actually talking about Canada's a Bow. He said he's going well as he always does. He's very, very fit and fresh. Ollie Bell felt the Canter bow doesn't quite stay. He likes album photo. Santini says has a jumping issue. Mark Howard settling on Lost in Translation for race. On Great Tricks each way, Bristol to Mai. Same move, but Daryl Jacobs also Bristol Mai each way. Michael Shinners Delta work, Dave Ord Kemboy. Mark Howard mentioned solo for a Triumph Hurdle and Fury Road for the Albert Bartlett. Ollie Bell said all mankind has always been incredibly talented with Triumph Hurdle. He was actually trained by his uncle, but he actually, not going with family agreement there, helping him, is actually going for Goshan with Triumph Hurdle. Daryl Jacob said solo runway Adonis Hurdle very well, and he ridden against solo in the race and was blown away by his appearance of solo at the start. However, he thinks he's maybe rated a little too high. Ollie Bell liked Lieutenant Rocco for the Albert Bartlett Hurdle and More Heat for the County Handicap Hurdle, feeling that More Heat is near to his winning mark when he won the race 2 years ago. Warren Greatrix mentioned his horse Portrush Ted for Martin Pipe Hurdle, saying he needs soft ground. Daryl Jacobs mentioned Ajali. He said his form had been rubbish for the last 2 years, but his win problem had now been sorted. That's for the County Hurdle. The best bets of meeting, Dave Ord said Time Hill for the Albert Bartlett. Michael Shinners, solo for the Triumph Hurdle, and the Nichols team think he may even be a Gold Cup horse of the future. Daryl Jacob, I just mentioned Ajali. Warren Greatrix mentioning Ramsey's the tie for the Albert Bartlett. And may think was may go Grand National as well, and also mentioned Fury Road for that race as well. But he also mentioned Appreciate It for the bumper. Mark Howard, Appetite for Ryanair Chase. Warren Greatrix mentioned his horse Portrush Ted for Martin Pipe Hurdle, saying he needs soft ground. Daryl Jacobs mentioned Ajali. He said his form had been rubbish for the last 2 years, but his win problem had now been sorted. That's for the County Hurdle. The best bets of meeting, Dave Ord said Time Hill for the Albert Bartlett. Michael Shinners, solo for the Triumph Hurdle, and the Nichols team think he may even be a Gold Cup horse of the future. Daryl Jacob, I just mentioned Ajali. Warren Greatrix mentioning Ramsey's the tie for the Albert Bartlett. And may think was may go Grand National as well, and also mentioned Fury Road for that race as well. Ollie Bell did mention Appreciate It for the bumper as is one of his best bets. Mark Howard said Appetite for Ryanair Chase and Copperhead for the RSA. The best bets of meeting, Dave Ord said Time Hill for the Albert Bartlett. One Greatrix best bet of the meeting, he was felt as his horse Maccahi's Hill each way in the Ultimate Chase. Daryl Jacobs also in the Ultimate Chase likes Kildesart. Don McLean was also in attendance and was asked for his bets of the meeting. The Gold Cup he went for Delta recovery for album photo was decent. We always say he went for Manila Indo as he thought he was more solid than Champ, and he had gone for Silver Sheen in the Temps Hurdle, but that horse is a non-runner.